succulent planter. I don't know what came over me to become such a plant girl, but I have become the biggest plant girl. I love plants. I have plants pretty much all over my house. I remember exactly when I did this one. I actually put it up on Instagram, and I know it was last year, and look how well it's doing. I just read, you know, the back of the bottle of whatever I'm using to feed my plants, and you know, obviously you're gonna do a little research and see how much water a plant needs, and you have to stick to that. You have to be consistent because plants do need water, and you have to just be careful. You don't want to ever overwater them. Yeah, I've been asked a lot of questions is how do I keep, I have a girlfriend of mine who's always asking me, how do I keep my plants alive? We've been friends for a long time, and she's always here, and she sees that my plants have thrived. I've managed to keep my plants alive during the winter time. Today I went to Pike, which is my favorite nursery, and they're pretty much all over, everywhere. I think there's a little over 60 stores in the US, so I'm sure you have a Pike near you, or just go to your local nursery and pick out, you know, some of your favorite succulents, and you could create your own succulent planter by just picking out like some of your favorite ones. And last year I picked this one. I couldn't find it this year, but I picked this beautiful one that has like a heart shape succulent and then a heart back here. And then I love this because it has the bloom on the top with the color. But I'm going to tell you guys all my tricks that I do to keep your plants alive, succulents especially, which do not require a lot of water. I think I water mine very, very, very little, and I water them maybe once every 3 weeks, maybe once a month. But I think what's really keeping them alive is this cactus juice that I bought at Pike. All you do is read the instructions. If you guys follow the instructions, it will keep your succulents alive. As long as you don't overwater them. I think people make the big mistake by overwatering their succulents, and that's why they die. But I mean, if you just read, it's very simple. Shake before using, mix 1 tablespoon per gallon of water and apply to the soil, drench in the base of the plant. So I'm going to show you guys the secret as to what I do to keep my plants alive and how I maintain them. Bottom feed is very important for a lot of plants because they love to get that soil drink. They like to drink the water from the bottom of the soil. So I will explain to you guys what that means, how you bottom feed. And I'm also going to teach you how you can do your own little planter with just succulents. I love doing this because, you know, it creates a beautiful vibe in the house. And if you love plants, this is just one of the easiest plants to maintain, and it keeps your home looking really cute.
You're so funny.
Let me go over some of the things that I use for my succulent. Now, after this one, after you buy the main things that you need, it gets a lot more inexpensive. At the beginning, it'll be expensive because you're buying like everything. Like you're buying the cactus juice. You're also buying this soil, which is my favorite, which I also got at Pike. It's the Black Gold Natural and Organic Succulent and Cactus Potting Soil. You definitely want to buy this. And you also want to get yourself some stones. This is the soil cover for interior house plants. For the bottom, this is something you want to do at the beginning before you put your soil. I also bought this at Pike. And these are just a couple of things that I do have that I use for my other plants. Sometimes I do use this for the succulents. This is like plant food where you could just, you know, pump a couple drops. But I will tell you, this is the best thing you can buy for the succulents. I also have this for my regular plants. Any other plants that you may have, no matter, you know, as long as that they're indoor plants, this is a great thing. Indoor or outdoor. Not the succulents, but any other plants that you have, this is something else that I use to maintain the health of the plant. I wanted to use this pot. It was sitting underneath my cabinet and I wanted to use it because I thought it was so cute. And I got inspired when I went to Pike's. You're gonna see in the video that there's actually little pots like this that you can put 4 or 5 succulents in one. And I love that. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to use this little pot right here. Really quick, since this doesn't have any holes in it, it's very important to look at the base of the pot you're using. If it doesn't have a hole, you want to plant it in one of these things because obviously you want it to be able to have where it could drain the water. And I realized that the one that I got is too big. So I'm gonna have to improvise because I have so many of these, but unfortunately they're either too small or too big. I am going to have to replant this little guy because this one fits perfect in here.